There it goes. Hi.
Hi.
Hello. How you doing?
Professionals. Good. So what are we gonna do with this thing to make it look better?
Well,
Are we gonna bring in an interior designer
I mean, we
or an
kind of
exterior
need to.
designer?
We need someone that knows how to build, right? But who can we get? Like, you know who we really need? Who we
Arcus?
honestly need? Well, no, not even Arcus. Arcus would just make some gray thing out here. We need Dahl. He's the shipbuilder, but he don't play no more.
Well, how do we get him to play?
I don't know. I'm gonna message him actually. I think we should try to convince Dahl to at least come on and build us a casino boat.
Yeah, well, because what we really need, like, it shouldn't be for a true designer. It shouldn't be that hard because they literally need to just make a boat around what we have,
Right.
and it's kind of shaped like one.
Right. Yeah. Like it turned out really well in terms of like this needs to be a boat.
Yeah. Yeah, we just need to cover up the outside of the shitty cobblestone that we have and
Right.
like make it look better. So yeah, I think somebody would be able to do this. And it's funny, we're doing so much like construction work on our new house now, and we're doing all this like, theoretical thinking about what things could look like, what we could do. It's so hard to freaking envision. But this I can envision as a boat, like already.
Yeah, absolutely. So we need to figure out this situation here with the dyes. You were trying to do a rainbow thing, so I stopped putting any dye in.
I was just trying to do it to keep it straight because it was easier to do like
okay.
Roy G. Biv across the edge and then go. But like
Gotcha.
we can't do Roy G. Biv.
Well, what should be after yellow, or what's next?
Blue,
we got green, blue,
indigo,
and violet.
Indigo, violet, but clearly we don't have those, so we could just do.
Well, we need to make.
There's purple, right?
Yeah, so let me mix some red and some blue.
We do purple, and then what are the other color schemes that actually exist in here that we wouldn't have yet that we can just do at the end? Because we just need one blue, purple. We need 3 more colors after that.
Okay.
Just to finish it out. Magenta. Yeah, we do purple, magenta for like indigo violet, or magenta purple, maybe even for indigo violet. And then we'd need 2 more pink. And we could do like a gray or light gray or whatever. Like just, yeah, we have plenty of options. I was just trying to keep it like straight.
Okay. I'm trying to put that one extra one in there so that it has one down so it'll sort like it's supposed to.
Yeah, I guess what's easiest to make? Can we do white and blue? Does that make light blue? Is that a thing? Oh, yeah. I have 7 light grays on me. How did I make light gray? Oh, there's a lot of light grays.
Yeah, that was actually a flower. That we
okay, so
had.
Light grays definitely should be one of them because we got plenty of those. And magenta, we have 3 of. Magenta. What do purples come from?
Purple's red and blue.
Red and blue.
I already put purple in there. Purple's in there after blue.
Is magenta like purple and white then?
No, that's more of a pink, isn't it? So it's probably. Actually, I don't know. Let's see what happens. We mix purple and white.
Magenta. Oh god,
no, purple and white.
Red, blue, and pink is magenta.
Okay.
So
purple and white gives you nothing. There's no light purple, I guess.
Yeah, but it would be the purple and pink make magenta.
We haven't used brown at all, I don't think.
Oh shit, let's use brown then. Oh well, do we have brown?
Yeah, we have brown. We have 64 at least. I can go get more from PV. So you were asking about Hamilton.
Yeah, so you said something about having Hamilton on repeat, and I was going to ask a couple questions about that. One, have you seen the musical live, or have you just seen the movie?
I have not seen the musical. Getting tickets for that were nearly impossible, and obviously
it was here in DC for a long time too, and it wasn't actually impossible. And I'm kind of sad I didn't go see it.
Oh yeah, you should have.
It went on here. But then COVID happened.
Right. It went on American tour, but it didn't come anywhere near me, or I would have seen it. Because we go to a lot of musicals. I wouldn't have taken my daughter. It's PG-13 on Disney Plus, but they've omitted all the F words. on Disney Plus. We don't have black in there at all either, so we could do a black.
That's just from Squids as well, though.
Yeah, but I mean, we only need to seed it once, right? After that,
That's true.
it's done.
That's true.
I don't think we have just a plain white in here either, and that one's easy to come by.
Oh yeah, we got white's easy. Oh, let's do white and black then instead of these ones that are doing crazy colors. That was
well, you never use light gray, and that's one of the easiest ones. So actually, let's do white and light gray, and fuck the black.
Okay, sounds good.
Sorry. All right, what's your Hamilton-based questions?
So, you've never seen it live.
Right.
I was told, I've never seen the live or the movie, and I was told that people are a little disappointed with the movie compared to what exists live.
Why?
And I'm not sure if, well, that's what I don't know. I was hoping you had seen it
I mean,
live,
it's just a recording of the live show with the original cast. It's not a movie.
From multiple different, like, takes?
No, it's just a straight up viewing. It was recorded in June 2016 with the original cast before they left.
Really?
And yeah, it's
just one show that they did. Like,
yeah.
just I'm back the spotlight. Like, it doesn't even change angles.
No, it changes angles. They recorded this is whenever it was on Broadway, and they recorded it with like a shitload of angles, and then it's edited together with the pertinent angles, basically.
Okay.
But it's just like seeing the play. So I don't know how anyone could compare them in a way that's negative because it's literally just the play.
Maybe the people who saw it live just are so, it was so good live that you can't come to the same thing.
I call bullshit.
I mean
that's fair. If someone says that, they've seen it live. Well, I haven't, but
and I'm just interested to hear that you are such a big like Hamilton fan, because I like one of my ultimate all-time favorite ever musicals is Rent.
Okay, I've never seen
and
Rent.
I've seen Rent live a handful of times. Once back in Michigan, I didn't know enough about it the very first time I saw it to know if it was like the original cast or just like, because I think it was at University of Michigan's campus. So it was probably like the student production. It was with a girl I was dating way back when. I have since seen it in DC with the original live cast. Again, they came back and were doing a tour of it, this is 10 years ago now. Right. But I got really into Rent when Rent came out, the Rent movie. Have you seen the Rent movie?
Yeah, I have seen the movie.
So the Rent movie is, in my opinion, just one of the best things I've ever seen, because it is like a musical, but put to a movie, and like, it's not a stage performance.
Mm-hmm.
It is the freaking movie based around that, and I think it's done so well that I could not. I've probably seen Rent, probably 150 times the movie. Like literally watch it so much, and it's just every so often I'll get like the bug and I'll watch it like every day for a week.
Right. So that's what I've done.
Sometimes I feel like I'm always like, oh, my masculinity. I'm like, I don't fucking care about like people think about my masculinity. Musicals can be great. Like, I saw Miss Saigon when I was in high school, and I thought it was one of the coolest shows I'd ever seen.
I haven't seen that one.
Phantom of the Opera was really freaking boring in my mind.
Yeah, I also agree. I'm not a big fan of the opera fan. I've always loved Mary Poppins and Annie. Those are two of my favorites.
I'm going to make sure this is all done in the same order, by the way. I'm moving your white.
Well, that is in the same order.
It's the opposite order because they go in opposite directions.
Oh, okay. Well, you just do this. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing with Hamilton.
I don't need to just do this.
Like, I watched it. I was supposed to stream on Saturday night, and I got into it, and at about 8. No, it was. Yeah, but yeah, I guess it's about 8:30. I hit the intermission, and so that means there's another hour and a half left. And I was like, well, I can either stop here and go stream, or I can.
Oh, it's a 3-hour show.
Yeah. I was like, I can stop here and go stream, or I can start streaming at 10 o'clock. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do either of those things. I'm just not gonna stream and watch Hamilton. So I did, and then the next day, I sat and I watched Hamilton on repeat. I watched it 3 more times the next day. And then yesterday.
I just did something bad.
Oh, look at you messing everything up.
Apparently, like I thought if I just put in a bunch of them, it would just drop down to 18 and be fine. But apparently when you put in too many, man, it just fucks the whole chain up.
Only if you have everything set up can you do that.
Oh, damn it. I just took out some of your filler blocks and
Ugh,
Oh,
Jeff.
somebody did comment in one of the latest ones that went live, but our one before this hasn't gone live yet, about how the hoppers were going to be locked the way I had it, and that we would need to do an extra row of hoppers if we wanted to auto feeding.
Mhm.
So you were correct. We just didn't see that when we fixed it.
But yeah, then yesterday while my daughter was doing her schoolwork, I was watching it and she got done and she came in and she was like, "Ooh, a musical." And I wasn't gonna show her Hamilton because it's got a couple parts that like it's on Disney Plus, so they've cut the F words out of it. But there's only like 4 of those anyway, so it's not really a huge change in the show. But there is one scene that's a little raunchy. And what I did is I just kind of skipped that. She averts her eyes anytime anyone kisses anyways, so but there's one scene where there's a little bit of bump and grinding going on, and I thought that might be a little too much. But she did hear more cuss words than she's probably heard in her entire life, because there is some shits and dams and that sort of thing. But she was super into it. She wanted to watch it again today. So it's pretty addictive, honestly. I honestly, it's the best musical I think I've ever seen.
And you've seen Rent?
Not seen I've only seen the movie.
Well, but you've only seen the movie Hamilton too.
Well,
so
no, Jeff. This is the Broadway. This is a recording of the Broadway show.
It's a movie.
It's not a movie.
Seen it actually live.
There's no. It's not the same as the movie Rent. The movie Rent is a filmed adaptation of the Broadway musical. This is a recording of the Broadway musical. They are actually completely different.
I would disagree with you, but I understand what point you're trying to get across.
Well, the reason why this is important is because
they're yellows.
No, we just don't have any more.
I put more than 18 in there, and that's what screwed the pooch.
Oh yeah, there was 3 extra. I do have those actually.
Okay.
The reason why this is important is because they do make film adaptations of musicals, and they're not the same thing. Like a recording of a musical versus a movie. Whenever you say movie, it's people will assume you're talking about a film adaptation, and that's
were those 3 extras?
They're in the chest with all the other dice.
Oh.
So I think it's important to use the right words and especially in this case. Do you have Disney Plus?
No.
I'm surprised. I bet Jack would like a lot of the stuff that's on there.
I mean, I'm sure he would, which is kind of part of the problem.
It's pretty cheap. It's only
the rest of the filler.
Huh?
Well, the thing is, we have a problem with him already being way
Yeah.
too video heavy.
Here. It's in the thing.
Way too video heavy as it stands now that we're trying to break him from. That if we had, another streaming service that
it just doesn't help.
No,
I mean, I bought Disney Plus just to watch Hamilton, basically. But I'm gonna keep it, I think, because whenever because I used to have Disney Junior, and so if my daughter wanted to watch the show she liked on Disney, she could see them. But recently, I changed my internet stuff around. They changed my package for my cable as well, and I no longer have Disney Junior. And when I first set up my business account with them, since it's a business account, they were like, you just add whatever channel you want. We just charge you per channel. So there's no packages or whatever. But I guess they've changed that now. So there are packages again. So I can't just get just Disney Junior. I've been putting 19 in, so we get that 1 extra down in the hopper below.
It doesn't screw things up, though?
Well, no, because you need that 1 in the hopper so that it can push out the extra each time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't actually do that.
Wow, Black Belt. You come over here and you bring your shit.
Wow, there's like a lot of them. Just they were like it was like synchronized phantoming. It was pretty impressive.
Oops.
Oh.
So yeah, you should get Disney Plus and you should watch it.
No, I'm not going to get Disney Plus, but I definitely will watch it because it has intrigued me for a long time, and I've just never had the opportunity to watch it.
Well, what else? Were you going to illegally download?
Well, no, I'm sure there's other ways to watch it besides just Disney Plus.
That's the only thing it's on.
I'm sure there's rentals and.
No, there's not.
What?
It's exclusively on Disney Plus.
I don't believe you.
It is. I promise you.
Maybe illegally then. I mean.
God damn it.
I don't. Yeah, I assumed that there was just other ways I could watch.
No,
things.
it's only on. It's
That's
made-
That's what one of the things that pisses me off about all these streaming services coming out is that's what's happening.
Well, yeah, no, it's worse.
It's turning
than
into cable TV.
It's worse than cable TV because you're paying for each individual thing. Like, I want to watch the new Star Trek stuff, so I got to pay CBS. I want to watch Hamilton, so I got to pay Disney. I want to watch, something on HBO. I got to pay for HBO Max or whatever the fuck it's called. And they're even doing like CBS. There is a television station, right? It's got a way to broadcast its shit, but then they're still making exclusives to make more money. So yeah, I mean that's the future of it all, right? And they're only gonna it's only gonna continue. Netflix has created a monster.
Yeah, and now like we're dealing with we don't want to go with not DirecTV. We have DirecTV currently at the house, and when we move to the new house, we're not going to get it again because it was like $180 for just television,
right?
And I'm not talking any extras, zero extras on this anymore. I called them and basically said I'm gonna cancel, and they were like, "Oh, we'll give you like $50 discount, like no extension of contract or whatever." I was like, "Okay, that's fine. You can do that for now. We're just gonna cancel it soon." Anyway, when we move into our new house, we've already determined that we are not going to get a cable service, but we are going to try one of the new streaming services like YouTube TV or Hulu TV or one of the ones that gives you like real channels. But man, they've gotten super expensive in the past. Like YouTube TV went from $35 a month to $65 a month in the past 4 months.
$65 a month for what?
Yeah.
What the fuck's on YouTube TV?
YouTube TV is it's literally like cable channels.
Really?
It's you stream your local channels, your cable channels. You have like a DVR and all this stuff, but it's all done through the cloud.
I didn't even know that was a thing. So
when I started researching it, I realized it. And like Hulu's almost, it seems like the problem is they're all battling with all the companies too. Like Viacom is only on one of them because they're becoming the same fucking agreements that cable companies have now, and that's why channels keep going black on certain networks because the Dish can't come up with a suitable agreement now with the Viacom channels or whatever. So that's what's driving all this stuff anymore. But like if I get Hulu TV over YouTube TV, you don't get like half the channels that you get on YouTube TV because they have the agreement with them,
Mm-hmm.
So it gets to be really difficult.
So I have a question.
Go on.
Would you be more apt to get Disney Plus if it came with ESPN Plus?
No, because ESPN Plus doesn't interest me. The only sports that super interest me is like playoffs of most sports, which you're going to be able to watch the playoffs of sports on local channels or standard cable channels,
Okay. I don't even know what the fuck ESPN Plus gives.
I don't either. But
so they have a bundle.
Anything with NFL related is is the thing that intrigues me.
So
there's people out there I know who want to watch like NHL or MLB. Like, there's the 500,000 teams that play like 180 games a year or whatever. So you got like 5 billion games to choose from all the time. That you get a package like MLB TV. And if you really like Major League Baseball and that's what you want to do is sit there and watch 35 games of baseball at once, that works for you. I need 4 months of the year to give me football all the time. That's what I need. And that is all I need.
Mm-hmm. So they have a bundle where you can get Hulu, Disney Plus, and then you get ESPN Plus for free if you get the bundle, and it's $12.99 a month for.
Which Hulu?
That is the Hulu with ads. You have the option to get Hulu without ads, and it's still the same thing. It's just more expensive. So basically, what you're still paying the same price for Disney Plus, the same price for Hulu, and you get ESPN Plus for free.
We're out of red and yellow and stuff.
Looks like it.
So
if you're gonna get Hulu already, and you might consider Disney Plus, you should get that. You should just keep this in mind to get the bundle, and then you get ESPN Plus for free because you might get something out of that.
ESPN Plus wouldn't help me. The biggest problem I have with the Hulu crap is like anything that I see that bundles, like my T-Mobile, I get a free Hulu account. But it's the limited ad account that I can't fucking stand because it's got more ads than watching network TV.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's the things that I ask people. Whenever I go to forums about it, and there's a lot of people complaining about the same thing, there's always somebody in the comments that's like, "Oh, it's only these certain shows that have all those ads." It's like, oh, all those certain shows are the shows that I'm fucking watching. Like, so I don't. know what to say about this. So I have major problems with when you advertise something as like, it's God, what is it? What is the plan that they tried to change recently? Was it a Verizon plan for phones, or was it even T-Mobile? That the way they advertised it, it made no sense to what you were actually getting, because there was we call this the Magenta plan, or this is the unlimited streaming plan, but it actually means, and then there's unlimited streaming plus, because it wasn't truly unlimited streaming on the other one, but they can call it that somehow, like
because they would like throttle you after a certain point. Is that why
it was like unlimited streaming, but it's at like 2G speeds, you know?
Yeah, that's how my cell phone service is. It's like after you use your thing, you still have connectivity, it says, but I'll be goddamn, I've never had a single website load under those speeds. It just won't load. It just times out.
I will tell you that my T-Mobile gives me, we have unlimited tethering, but it was very clear after 3 gigs, you drop down to 3G speeds. And my son, like, he tethers in the hotspot. He watches videos in the car all the time. So we kind of run out of the hotspot pretty quickly. I will tell you, the 3G tethering, because it even says, like, you are out of your, like, high-speed tethering for the month, switching to 3G. He's never had it stutter in Netflix, which amazes me.
Yeah, that's not what the fuck I'm getting.
Basically, unusable.
Yeah, mine is literally unusable. Like, you can't load just a text page. Like, it just...
I think they might have forgotten, because I am also on a firefighter discount plan that you get, and I know Verizon got in a hell of a lot of trouble because they were throttling during the fires a couple of years ago.
Oh, wow.
And now they don't throttle anymore for the firefighters. So I'm wondering if, even though it says that in the plan, if because it's a firefighter plan, it doesn't truly throttle. It just maybe says that because it's, you know, that's the standard advertisement, but if you're on specific plans, it just doesn't do it.
Maybe. I mean, luckily I don't leave the house that often, so it doesn't really matter for me. I don't even go over. I have the smallest possible plan. I think it's only like, I don't even know. It's tiny. It's not much data at all, but I don't ever go over, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. I never had a hotspot until I switched to T-Mobile about 1.5 years ago now, and it's funny how much I utilize it. I never utilized it before because I never had it, so I never thought about using it.
Is that just where, like, you're out in public and there's, like, spots for T-Mobile?
No. It just means I could turn on the hotspot on my phone, so my phone then broadcasts and uses my mobile data.
I gotcha.
To, like, log into my... Like, today I was at the new house, and I went there this morning, and because the internet, Fios was going to be there at 8 o'clock this morning to install our internet. And I still had to work, though. They didn't show up until like 8:30. It was like an 8 to 10 appointment. You know, 8:30 was like fine with me when they got there. But I got to the house and logged in at like 7:30 into my work. Turned on the hotspot, logged in via Wi-Fi, and it was as if I was at work because the 4G tethering was just that good.
Yeah. Whenever we were first watching Netflix, we lost internet, or not Netflix. We're first watching Dragon Prince. We lost internet one night, and so I set my phone outside on the porch and connected my TV to it so that we could continue to watch it.
And it works.
Yeah. Couldn't really tell a difference, honestly. I just, as you know, wired my house, and I can tell a difference with that. With it always being wired, there's never any like stutter or anything like that. Like sometimes the wireless kind of acts up. All right, I've gotten you plenty of red and yellow.
Okay, I got a decent amount of red, not a lot of yellow.
They're free in Patronville, so I got 3 stacks of each. There's a free flower shop, but it's only like 4 different flowers. It's not all of them.
I'm also trying to prime these things before we forget.
But yeah, you know, with
all primed now.
With Hamilton, I had wanted to see it, but it's hard to find anyone that wants to go to plays or musicals. Like whenever last time I was in London, I was begging people to go see Book of Mormon with me, and nobody would do it.
Book of Mormon? What?
Yeah, you weren't there. To be fair,
I was gonna say I would have definitely gone and seen Book of Mormon. You got these things backwards again too.
I did it. Listen. So yeah, that's one on my list I've never got to see, and I really hope to. But who knows what it's gonna be like now with COVID. Me and Arcus have agreed that once COVID is over, we're both gonna go to Broadway together and hope that Hamilton's still being shown, and go see that together. He's also a big Hamilton fanboy. I wonder how it'll be without the cast that I've watched a million times, though. It's gonna have to be different, you know.
Well, if you're watching the original cast, like that's what a lot of people they're going to be cast. They'll be touring for a while, that original cast, and they might come back with like in 10 years or whatever with like another tour again. As a lot of people love to watch things with the original cast.
Right. Yeah. The original cast stopped in 2016, so they haven't done it in 4 years actually. But yeah, I don't know how many. Arcus was saying that they've changed casts almost once a year since it started.
Really?
He was talking about it, and like for instance, the King comes out and he's got 9 minutes in the whole 3-hour show, and like that guy he's one of the main actors in Mindhunter on Netflix. Have you seen that?
No, but I know what it is. I've seen ads for it.
Okay. Well, yeah. So he had 9 minutes of screen time or playtime, stage time, whatever the fuck, every show. And after doing that for a year, 8 shows a week, that's got to get boring as fuck, right? To only be out there for 9 minutes, and you have to be there for the whole 3 hours every show. So like I can imagine that would be pretty shitty.
Yeah, sounds. Yeah, I get bored.
This kind of stuff that leads you to drinking, right? You show up in the third act just drunk as fuck.
God, yeah, that's what you hope you're the beginning, right?
Right. Yeah, that's the problem with his role, is that he makes an appearance throughout the whole show, so he's not like he can just come in, do his bit, and go home or something. He's got to keep coming out. But yeah. But yeah, it's really good. I would highly recommend it. It will be worth your time. It's a shame you're going to get it illegally, but I won't tell anybody.
No, neither will I.
Yeah,
Definitely.
And no one listening. All right, so I will see.
I will definitely look for a way, because I like to support the creators on things like that I enjoy, or I think I will enjoy. I did not realize it was a exclusive. Like there's no way I can see it anywhere else.
Yeah, no, that's the only way it's been released, is on Disney Plus. Maybe someday it'll change. I don't know. They were talking about a film adaptation for it at one point. I was reading about this yesterday, and that's been completely ruled out now. The creator said that he doesn't think that it would translate to film.
Have they watched Rent?
I'm sure they have. He had another play on Broadway before this one that did really well, and they're doing a film. Yeah, no, and they're doing a film adaptation for that, In the Heights, about Washington Heights. What's the name of that one? But yeah. Anyways, we should probably end this episode. We've done a good job.
Good job.
Yep. And I'm gonna message Dahl and see if I can convince him to come build a boat for us. He probably won't. Probably doesn't have time. But I'm at least gonna try. And then the next thing we need to do, now we got the color stuff figured out, is figure out all the items that are actually gonna be on the lottery ticket
in this thing. Yeah.
I guess we could do the numbered paper thing you were talking about, but that doesn't seem as fun to me.
No, I agree with you. I think it's an option. I think that's why it'd be
the simpler way to do it.
Yeah, the person who sent it in, I think they were trying to do it from simplicity's sake, that saying, "Hey, you could easily just do this," and they're right. I hadn't even thought about that. But it's, if you want it to be like items in Minecraft to be cooler, as opposed to being like 174, you could be like oak leaf, vine. I don't know. Ocean of healing too.
Yeah, exactly. I think that'd be more fun. All right, well, we'll see you guys in the next one.
All right, see ya.